I bet one of them... Without fair... Of course not. What shall I paint? There's not even a canvas here anywhere. I can't fit... Not this way. A stairway or a rainbow or both. A stair... A stair... A stairway. That's absurd. I'm sure I'd be breaking some law. A stairway or a rainbow or both. A stairway or a... Although it has all the colours now, it's still not life-sized. Your rainbow statue is finished.
Oh, how magnificent! Night Hare, he has mastered the task well. Honor our...
Pavoris?
Yes, what is it?
How long ago was the birthday of your eye creature friend?
Oh, quite a while. But it was a beautiful celebration. He always said, you need 3 things for a good birthday celebration. First, players who provide music with their shiny flutes and glittering harps. Second, well, what was it now? I forgot the other 2. But all that is a thing of the past anyway. The seashells of law forbid it. Although Oculunculus really loved festivities.
I better not.
Oh, this is cosy. I'll stay here. And now I'll dream of my or of...
How can a person fall asleep that fast? He's asleep. Tiny little eye, open up the eye.
No. Did you remember my birthday?
Look here, your birthday celebration. Congratulations.
Tell me about my celebration.
There are players. Their flutes are shiny and the harps glitter in the light.
Yay! Such bright music.
All the guests are dancing at your feast. They laugh and dance so that their faces light up very bright.
That's beautiful.
There's a big raisin cake. It looks like a giant molehill with butter crumbs.
Wow, so big. I love raisins. I'd love to see all that.
So why don't you open your eye? Your birthday's waiting for you.
Yes. I can't miss so much light and buttercrumbs. Yes. So where is my celebration? But wow, this sight, all this light. How could I ever live without that forevermore? I'll never close my eyes again, ever.
Well, thank fex for that.
Not now. The Queen is writing something.
The bird god obviously only speaks to the queen, if at all. The little guy still seems to like this destroyed world, and the blind god has his eyesight back. Who says I only bring bad luck? Your Majesty.
Has he fulfilled the tasks?
What kind of ring is this around the statue's neck?
It's a present from the priests to the All-Wise. This ring was supposed to fill his priests with his spirit to enlighten them.
Where are the priests now?
When the birdman left Nirutvana, they went with him.
Look out the window. Isn't the blind birdman looking at you?
He is indeed. We do not know how. The young one has achieved all these tasks. Thus, he has done the impossible thrice. Fate doesn't seem to question him. May he take the key to the dream chambers now, and may he leave our realm, if he so wishes.
Many thanks, Your Majesty.
You want to pass over to the other side, Night Hare?
Who?
Down into the marble forest?
As quickly as possible.
Zandurin, Amorindal, Amil, Amis.
What?
You have to stay, Night Hare.
What? No, I have to...
You have to stay, Night Hare.
A youngling? Oh, what times.
I am Geron from another world.
Why are you not my sister?
What? How do you mean?
Only my sister may enter the dream chambers.
Is the Queen your sister? She has granted me access to the dream chambers.
Is that so? Oh, what times.
I have to go back to my world, but this gate won't let me pass.
Yes, there's a shadow resting upon you, like on all of the rest. They are possessed by that which might be. Alas, it's the past they flee. They do not challenge their fears. Thus they are restless and won't find serenity in the here and now.
Please, I must go through the gate.
The gate tests us. It will not open for anyone who is driven by fear.
Has anyone gone through the gate lately?
The last one who passed through was my niece, the Queen's daughter. I had instructed her in the secrets of the harp, for one day she should have succeeded me.
Why doesn't the gate let me pass?
The gate tests us. It will not open for anyone who is driven by fear.
What does the Queen do in the dream chambers?
She comes to wander the dreams that deal with the future. The magic of the harp is supposed to reveal things to her that are yet to come, but she's tormenting herself with those dreams. Oh, what times.
The harp makes one dream of the future?
The future, yes. Or the past. The Birdman shows us how it does this. Alas, it was never meant for that purpose, but to help the fairies overcome their dark dreams.
The Birdman, I see. The harp chases off dark dreams? I have had a dream tormenting me for a long time, but I don't know what it means.
The pain the dark dreams cause stems from the fears that haunt you. The harp is a window to your soul. It will reveal your worst fears to you, or cause you to despair of them.
I'd like to challenge my dream, with your permission.
The way into the chambers was open to you. So will the path to your dream be.
What do I have to do?
You have to enter your soul and find the shards of your dream.
What? Shards? Enter my soul?
I'll help you. The music will send you into a deep sleep, and it will become a part of your soul. If you manage to sort the shards out, your dream will clear up, as well as the fears that cause it.
This all sounds so complicated.
Are you prepared to enter your dreams?
I'm ready.
Then sit down and tell me of your dream. What do you remember?
I'm not sure.
Don't be shy. There are no mistakes. Tell me what is affecting you now, or those are the shards that need sorting out.
Very well then. There's a crowd of people that opens like a curtain before me. I keep hearing an unholy voice. A black feather is falling from the sky. There's a fire burning at a stake. A man with a wooden ring in his hands.
Now go and collect the shards of your dream. You can sort them out at the harp.
I'll sort everything out. I'll tidy everything up. Dreamweaver?
Yes?
What am I supposed to do again?
Look, but be warned. Convoluted, the shards may take a different shape than you expect. As soon as you have found them, you'll have to sort them at the harp.
I'll keep...
Take you.
Dreamweaver?
Yes?
How do I recognize the shards?
They are the things that you have remembered.
There's a crowd of people that opens like a curtain before me. I keep hearing an unholy voice. A black feather is falling from the sky. There's a fire burning at a stake. A man with a wooden ring in his hands.
Find the shards and sort them in a meaningful way at the harp.
Which harp do you mean?
Every hook, a string. Every string, a shard. Every shard, a hook.
I'll keep looking.
Take your...
You have to stay, Night Hare.
Have to stay. It's not even hot. Time is sleeping, and nobody is waking it up. fire flute. I haven't played in many years. Time is sleeping. Time and no... The sand isn't trickling anymore. Out of reach. I don't even know how to play anymore. I'll tidy up. I'll tidy everything up.
You have to stay, Night Hare.
Have to stay. Charmer.
You spell doom.
That horrible voice.
It's you.
I want it to be silent. It shall go silent.
Witch's brat.
Nuri.
She's mine now, birdcatcher. Yes! Feast yourself on the view of fleeting beauty. Soon you will have killed her.
No. Nuri, what are you...
Child of peril. She hates you. She won't talk to you anymore.
Come back. Come back.
You spell doom.
That horrible voice.
It's you.
I want it.
Witch's brat. It's you. You.
Raven! I hope nothing bad happened to him.
No, not yet. I don't even know.
Don't dawdle, Geraint. You can keep that.
Corvus!
I don't even know how to play it. Yes, that's how it was. Finally some quiet at last. Nuri,
Don't say anything. I know. I just want you to think of me here. This ring is for you. So that you don't forget me and you won't give up on me. Dio valendo, Garen.
Dia valendi, Nuri. Dia narindalin.
Dio valendo.
Dia.
Come back!
Dreamweaver?
Yes?
What am I supposed to do?
Look for signs, but be warned. The shard, as soon as you...
How do I...
Hey,
There's a crowd of people that opens like a curtain before me. I keep hearing an unholy voice. A black feather is falling from the sky. There's a fire burning at a stake. A man with a wooden ring in his hands.
find the shard.
I'll keep looking.
Take you.
Feather flute. Finally, some quiet at last.
Come back!
I can see a closed curtain. There's water trickling behind.
Come back!
It's not good if things are broken. Oh no. I didn't mean that. I'll fix it all. I'll sort everything out. Oh no. Stop it.
Why did you kill us?
Stop it. Talk all you want, but I will save Nuri. I'll sort everything. Dream.
Yes?
What am I?
Look for signs, but be warned. The shard is...
What am I?
Look at the shard as soon...
I'll keep.
Take...
Dream.
Yes?
How do I...
They are the...
There's a crowd of people that open... I keep hearing an... I'll keep...
Take...
You! It's you! You spell doom. Corvus!
How do you feel, youngling? What did you learn?
I'm fine, actually. This prophecy, all that talk that I bring bad luck. It was all that cursed raven's fault.
I see you found an important truth, youngling.
Yes, but now I have to save Nuri. I know now how I can find out if the prophecy is true or not.
Indeed, you know the source of your bad luck, and you can challenge it. The gate won't question your intentions anymore.
You have my thanks.
Farewell, fairy friend.
Zandorin, Amorindal, Amil, Amis. You may go, Knight Hare.
The gods be thanked.
When Geron arrived back home, a full moon had passed. He had come too late. A feverish delusion had overcome the land. The seer's messengers delivered dark dreams. Dreams of doom and peril. The seer had created his own realm of prophecy. A desperate realm. A realm of fear.
Where? Nuri's hideout. I'm back. But why is it snowing? It can't even be the beginning of Boron yet. Nuri. I hope I never go back to that world ever again. Must I really fight my way through thorny bushes with bare hands now? Must I really... Nuri will forgive me. One of the mandrakes has survived. Rotten and frozen. You wouldn't even throw these to the swine anymore. firmly attached. The knight from the Thash Mountains. He doesn't seem to have had a glorious return. Knight Rathling.
What? Who?
Don't you remember me? The farm in Thash Mountains last fall.
Oh yes, the pleasant boy with a beautiful girl. Time flies. Say, what happened to the girl?
The seer has abducted her.
The seer? Then she's doomed.
I will save her.
Wake up, boy! She'll have perished by now.
No, he needs her alive.
Nobody knows where the seer is concentrating his power, and anyone who eventually finds him would have to die horribly. Believe me, I know what I'm speaking of.
Why are you sitting here before the gates of the town?
I have failed in my quest. I have disappointed the king and my country. I was in the search of the seer. He's back and foisting his dark crows upon the land. The madness has a grip on us all.
What happened to Andergast?
Mischief rained upon us. Swarms of crows ravaged the land until there was only dead earth left.
Are there even more now than there were last autumn?
Whole tempests of crows. Every night there are more and more. They say they bring the worst nightmares. Even in their houses, people aren't safe.
What does the king do about this threat?
When he learned who was behind the plague of crows, he sent the most stalwart knights and many of the townsfolk to seek out the seer and finish him off. But alas, none returned victorious from this quest, if they even returned at all. And now I have failed as well.
Where is the king?
He's barricaded himself in the castle. It would seem the seer will finally fulfill his wicked plan even after 13 years.
Did you find the seer?
No, but I was closer to him than almost anyone before. The further I rode, the more often I was watched by eerie creatures. Their soulless gaze burned on my back and sucked the life from my bones. Thus weakened, I finally left my path to confront them in the dark. But they fought with unholy might. I could barely escape. They wanted to keep me as far away from their master as possible. I'm sure about that.
Tell me about the creatures who defeated you.
Soulless creatures they were. Cold, relentless, and final. Like Boron himself. I don't want to think about it anymore. They were not from this world.
I don't have to listen to any more of this. Do you know if a fairy scholar has reached Andergast? A noteworthy guy by the name of Giacomo Norta.
Never heard of him. You'd better ask at the Academy of Magic. They know these things better than I do.
You're sitting here because you failed?
I don't dare go back without having succeeded. It doesn't matter if I report or not. The doom for all can't be stopped now.
But to stall and give up doesn't help either.
Leave me! I have failed. I wouldn't have thought bearing that burden would weigh much heavier on me than giving my life for my country.
It must have slept through the beginning of winter. Olgid, what are you doing with the pitchfork there?
Go away. Leave me alone, nightmares.
Calm down, it's me, Geron.
Geron? You, of all people? When it's almost over?
What's wrong with you? What happened to Ulfried?
He's dead. I skewered him with the pitchfork.
Why did you kill Ulfried?
Yes. You think it's my fault, don't you? It is my fault. I hear them scream. Murderer! Murderer!
There's nothing there, Olgierd. Listen, why did you do it?
I had dreams that I'd have to die because of him. Because of him! He always stared at me. With those pig's eyes of his. He grunted he was hungry over and over again. I'm hungry! I knew he'd eat me neck and crop. He'd eat me if I didn't put the fork through his head.
What do you mean by the end?
I can't go on. I'll take my own life.
Don't be foolish.
The dreams, Geron. When I close my eyes, I see his grotesque face. He haunts me in my sleep. I am a murderer, Geron, and murderers have to die.
Stop that nonsense. Give me the pitchfork. All will be well, believe me.
I should listen to you, of all people. Maybe this is all your fault. Why should I listen to you?
Trust me, it'll all sort itself out.
Oh, yeah?
Didn't you always say that bad luck will befall Andergast if I didn't leave?
Yes.
But I did leave. Now see what happened afterwards?
Yes, that's right.
Couldn't that mean that I will right things after my return? But you'd have to trust me first.
Do you really think?
Ulfrid's death wasn't your fault. It wasn't you who did it. Those crows hexed you.
Hexed me?
Yes. You wouldn't have caused Ulfrid any harm, would you? So there must have been a curse that wielded the pitchfork using your hands.
Do you really think?
Come on, give me the pitchfork.
Maybe you're right. Very well then. Take the pitchfork and clean it. What if I get nightmares again?
Then challenge your fear. Try to understand it.
I have to think, Birdcatcher.
So, I'm back. If you knew what I've been through, time to clean out. There's one dove's egg left. To be a bringer of bad luck has its advantages too. Nobody's touched my stuff. If you knew, their picture is fading more and more. It's exactly where it should be. Huh? It's It's completely wedged in. It's completely hopeless. The grooves are too narrow to break the drawer loose with the fork. I'd better keep it. I must find the harp. I'm certain the seer keeps her captive there. It's perfect. It's perfect where it is. Perhaps new. It's not good when things are broken. No, what you... Deserted. I wonder what happened to Hilda. That's Olgierd's friend, Ulfrid. The Raven will have to pay for every single dead body.
Who goes there? What purpose does he have?
I am Geron, the bird catcher.
What do you want?
Is Giacomo Norta in the academy?
Who?
A memorable guy with 2 different coloured eyes. He should be here.
Oh, that agitated chap. Yes, he's here.
What happened? Where did all the people go?
Did you sleep through the last months? The crows have brought madness that has a grip on the whole land. Those who are still of relatively sound mind barricade themselves in their houses.
The seer really isn't wasting any time. Let me into the academy at once.
Forget it, boy. Only authorized persons may enter. You see what's going on outside, don't you?
How can I get access to the academy?
A commoner like you won't get access at all. Not even the Chancellor of the Academy may come and go without reason. A non-magician like you would have to receive a charter from the king himself.
Then that's what I'm going to do.
An audience with the king? You? And in these challenging times, the king has barricaded himself behind walls like everybody else.
See you later.
I'd rather...
The crows haven't left anything of the town's banner. If the crows do this to every town's banner, it would make great bait. How am I supposed to read? Away with this rag. Green oak twig and red crown on a white background. If I want to make the banner anew, I'll need those three things. The crows haven't left anything of the town's banner. I can wind it up and down. Green oak twig and red crown on a white background. If I want to... Green cloth and brown oak twig. But for the town's emblem, I need an oak twig of green cloth. I can do better than that. Well, no. I need a green twig for the escutcheon. Night Rathling! Those peculiar crows. They must have a weak spot. Every bird can be lured or scared off by something.
When I came back to the town, the crows were madly attacking the pennant at the end of my lance. All I could salvage was a shred of it.
Give me the remains of your pennant.
The escutcheon is worthless. Andergast will perish.
Come on, just give me the shred.
Oh well, you can take it. Thank you.
Crown and oak twig, the town's emblem. I still need it. Night Rathling. Those every...
All I could all I could...
Crown and oak twig, the town's... With what shall I knit this together? I need a green twig for the escutcheon.
I have to think, but...
I can't concoct anything without this glass bulb. Nuri will be happy that at least something survived, after Hinkle, Finkel and all the rest of the bunch have withered away without her care. A green oak twig. Crown and oak twig, the town's emblem. All that's missing is the white background. Maybe. Already broken. I can heat up the... I have to make sure it really is an ingredient for Gwynlin's recipe. Let's see. Greyish-green lichen, bewitched forest. This has to be Thrashbeard lichen. Yes, it's a mandrake, without any doubt. Perhaps I can break loose the bottom of the drawer. Perhaps I... It's completely wedged in. Empty. An empty drawer doesn't need a bottom. Gwynlin's remedy against the crow's curse. I need 1 mandrake, 1 yaruga, 2 ounces of thrashbeard, something that attracts crows, and something that contains fairy magic. In brackets, presumably, all of that together is heated in a glass bulb. I need your jug, Olgierd.
Just take it. Take everything you can find.
Now I've got a peace envoy's flag, which I won't need because I'll kill the seer. What's this? This route seems to have survived. A route. Why on earth should I do? I don't think so. Now I've got a peace envoy's flag, which I won't. A green oak. With what shall I knit this together? With what shall I knit? With what shall... Now all that's missing is a red crown. The town's emblem. Now I just have to sew the pieces together. Let's get going then. First the crown, then the oak twig. And that's how you make a banner. Let's see. Pale yellow root, celery-like leaves. Without any doubt, a yaruga root. I've got a yaruga root. Gwynling's remedy against the crows. I need 1 man, 1 yaruga, 2 ounces of something and something in brackets, all of... One yaruga, 1 mandrake, 2 ounces of thrashbeard, the magical remedy isn't finished yet. Something that attracts crows? have to keep it cool. It's exactly where I can heat up the brew with this. I have to keep something that presumably contains fairy magic. Nonsense. Now those ghastly crows only need to touch it. Ouch! Hot! Up with it.
The castle dwellers have just noticed your little work of art, boy. The king wants to see you now. Perhaps he's gathering new hope.
Finally.
Truly an incredible story, Birdcatcher. So you're saying that the raven is the seer? Every day this bird approaches me and demands the ring of the burnt one.
He will cast Andergast into eternal darkness, just like he did with Nuri's fairyland.
You're displaying great boldness in showing up in front of your king after you vanished so unexpectedly. But don't misuse the woes of my land as an excuse for your own failure.
This time I won't go away, my king. If Nuri dies, I'll lose everything I have left.
Do you think you're the only one who feels helplessness and despair? Lust for revenge and wrath makes us blind, like way back when. 13 years ago, perhaps we were the blind ones, not the seer.
Well, well. The king and the birdcatcher. A display that could be from a fairy tale. Where have your shining knights gone, my king?
Spare your sarcasm, seer. You have been uncovered.
You believe what the bringer of bad luck is telling you? Why should I mind? I have torn the veil of time apart, and I have looked Satinav himself in the eye. Fate is riding in, unstoppable. It's standing right inside your throne room, even now.
Enough of that. What do you want?
You know my offer, King Wraithling. Give me the ring, or fall into eternal darkness together with remnants of your realm. Decide. What shall it be?
My king.
Silence. You want my decision, seer? You shall have your ring. I will personally crown your ashes with it as soon as you are burnt for good.
No, little king. That is not the conclusion that I see.
We had hoped it would end when we burnt him. But now? I'm not sure anymore. What if the prophecy concerning you is true?
Nuri will die if I can't find her. No matter if I bring bad luck or not, nothing will keep me from saving her life.
Your steadfastness warrants respect, but you are only human. Do not expect much help from me. Too many men I've sent to their death already.
Your Majesty, grant me admittance to the Academy. This shall be my only plea.
The Academy? What do you hope to achieve there?
I have to talk to the fairy scholar and find out more about the magic harp.
Your heart seems to be in the right place, Geron. I will give you a written pass that identifies you as my envoy.
Be thanked 1,000 times, my king.
Good luck, Birdcatcher. I hope you'll be able to save your friend.
Look, a royal charter. So, let me in already.
Not so fast. Indeed. The royal seal. All right then, Birdcatcher. You may enter, but I'll remember your face.
There's still light up there. A hole. It's not even 1 span deep. I wonder what's supposed to fit. Perhaps the staff of a sundial. Why can't magicians just write in a common language?
Geron, you're alive! By Satinav's empty gaze. I was convinced that the seer had sealed your fate.
The raven is the seer. He's got Nuri, but I've been to her world.
Slow down. Slow down. One thing after another. You're safe here for now.
What's new?
What do you want to know?
What did you experience?
The way to Andergast was cumbersome. Cursed crows and soulless fairy creatures. But look, I'm still alive.
What happened to your leg?
Oh, I've been bitten by worse. Shall I tell you about the fairy tooth I once found?
I haven't got time for that, Giacomo. Have you gathered all the knowledge we're looking for?
Well, According to Magister Dorota, the harp bears great chaotic powers of unknown origin. It seems impossible to destroy, and any attempt to play it results in death for humans.
I have a feeling this is just the beginning of my journey. Is there anything else you found out?
The harp is not only the source of the Crow Plague. Since Nuri has been playing it, it's been sending us a veritable tempest of crows.
If that's all you found out, we really have to find the harp now.
This, is something the Magistra hasn't noted anywhere, I'm afraid. There must be more records somewhere. But the library is huge and not well sorted.
We don't have time, Giacomo. We have to be faster in our search now. Tell me about those visions that plagued the Andergastians.
Madness is rampant. Hardly anyone can stand the dark visions of the future.
Is there any protection against them?
Well, I for one haven't slept in days.
But that can't be a permanent solution. Why does the seer send visions? Does he want to make everyone crazy?
I fear it might be worse than that. He's collecting all the dreams with the help of the harp to outwit Satinav, in order to divine the truth about the future from the dreams.
He said he wanted to avert a catastrophe and doesn't want to die.
He must have seen his own death. He's challenging fate itself by combining the visions of thousands in order to know what will happen.
That's crazy, isn't it? Is that even possible?
I'm not concerned about his plans. It's his deeds that I'm worried about, and those cause death and destruction.
About something else. Ever since the attack of the crows in the royal chambers, I've had this recurring dream of the seer's execution.
Crows have made you dream of the seer? Very unsettling.
I was finally able to unravel this dream in the fairies' realm. The seer must have cast his own soul into the raven while he was on the stake. He used a magic ring for that. He's demanding it back from the king now.
The mysterious artifact of the seer that was salvaged from the ashes back then.
What do you know about this artifact?
What exactly do you want to know?
Do you know how an exchange of souls can be done?
That's a difficult question, the answer to which is hidden between heaven and earth.
Please, Giacomo, explain it to me as simply as you can.
Well, All right, every being has a magical element along with its physical existence. The astral body. Concealed deep within lies our soul, purportedly. With powerful magic, it might be possible to open up the astral bodies of two living beings and exchange their souls.
So the seer wants the artifact in order to get back into a human body?
One would imagine, yes.
Perhaps even the king's body.
What are you saying?
Just a thought. The seer is still captured in the raven's body. And what did Gwynling used to say? To catch a bird, you need two things. A proper net and the right bait.
Wait. This is dangerous.
Why? If the seer is so desperate for the ring, he might drop his guard.
Or we'll let him get his hands on the artifact and do exactly what we originally planned to avert.
Do you think you're telling me something I don't know? But we are not the future's slaves, and I don't see any alternative. I'll find this artifact for sure. Do you know where the artifact is nowadays?
No magic could touch the ring. It could neither be disenchanted nor destroyed.
That's why the thing should be kept safe in the academy.
Magister Oakwood took care of it when the seer revealed himself the second time. I'll look in the library to see if there are any records left concerning that.
I'll be back soon. The fairy scholar has all the records concerning that matter. Look here. In order to be safe from the magic of the fairies, paint the head of a piglet on your door. If only I had known that earlier. Perhaps I can find something about the seer's harp.
Don't bother. I've already rummaged through the whole shelf. Magistra Dorota didn't leave anything else.
Here's something about transmigration. It is said about dark druids that they can exchange their soul with that of an animal or even a human. Then they migrate from soul to soul and thus live many a year until their own soul goes to the unnamed. Some fairy folk are also said to have this talent, but those just do it for pleasure, and so they play a joyful game with it. Why Andergast will prevail. May Andergast shine bright. Ephedon the First. There's the story about how he set forth with the heroes to challenge the seer 13 years ago, but he was wounded on the journey and had to be left behind. The 13th war against Nostria, the 14th war against Nostria. I don't have that much time. There's a note about the seer. Regrettable is his death, considering the lost chance to observe the magic. How did he gather his knowledge of the future? Was he a druid or even a warlock? He seemed to use the power of fairy magic too. The examination of his remains did not reveal anything of value. Hundreds of books about Andergast and one about Nostria. About fairy worlds. Mighty strange to behold are the creatures of the other worlds, for it is reported that it is hard to tell if they walk on two legs, or if they're animal or plant, or hemitic noses. About Nostria. As flat and ugly as a place is the kingdom of Nostria. The common Nostrian angles in brackish ponds for salterelles. I know all that already. Mathematics. Many crows make a swarm. I don't need to know more about it. Why can't magicians... Firmly latched. Hello? No one's answering. Is this a young cave dragon? Well, I guess this is all in order. Are those magic spells?
Eos causa discibus.
What? What's wrong with you?
All those faces. Thousands of shards. Hycinda, save my mind. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus.
Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. He scribbled this saying all over the place.
Eos causa discibus.
Something's written here about the beetle of Asmodeus. Whatever is put into it can never be retrieved by anyone but Master Asmodeus himself. But Master Asmodeus has been dead for years. I can't think of any. Are those magic spells? Dead. At least I hope so. I hope the thing doesn't wake up. I should keep the destruction in here. This will yield. Why not make it a proper funnel? After all, it's shaped like a funnel already. Much better now. Why should I try? Maybe. Norta's research seems to have revolved greatly around the wine cellar of the Academy. I'm taking this away from you. You need to be of sober mind.
In vino veritas.
Yeah, sure. Write it down and hang it on the wall. Are you still using this magic looking glass?
The magnifier? Not at the moment, no. Bring it back when you're done. The handwriting of Magistra Dorota is so tiny.
No. No hidden message.
Eos causa disc.
Where can I find the seer's artifact?
The ring. He wants it. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. Eos causa discimus. Eos. 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 Eos.
tablet is wedged. Looky here. No lock. I should keep the destruction in here to a... What's written here? Raven's Peak. What does that mean? Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Damn, there must be something to be found somewhere, perhaps on a different shelf. Ah, look here. In order to be safe from the magic of the fairies, paint that. If only I... Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Damn, then perhaps on a Perhaps I can find something about the sea.
Don't bother. I'm Magistra Dorota.
Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. There's something about a battle near the castle of Raven's Peak, but not a word about where this castle is. Raven's Peak, Raven's Peak. Here, the mountain Raven's Peak in the stone oak forest. And on this page, Magician Dorota has drawn the way to the magic harp.
Excellent.
We have to talk. What does Eos Causa Discimus mean? Magister Oakward keeps repeating this one sentence all the time.
Well, I can tell you that. It means, because of her, we learn. It's a well-known saying amongst scholars, and it refers to Azinda, the goddess of wisdom.
What does the Magister mean by that?
By the imp's beard, I have no idea. Madness must have clouded his mind, too.
I have to save Nuri. As long as she's playing the harp, the Seer's Tempest of the Crows will never end, and soon she will be lost, beyond any hope.
By the name of Fabulon, I'll help you with all the knowledge I have, but you'll have to go alone. My injured leg would only slow you down.
What do you know about...
What exactly do you...
Who's Magister Oakward?
The Vice-Chancellor of the Academy, Keeper of the Seer's Ring. He's locked himself in his study for days. You will find the chamber right next to the stairs in the hall, but he has locked the door using magic.
I'll be back. It could fit into this hole. Aha! So, what now? I hope this isn't just for kicks. What happens now? Hey! Those must have been the wrong symbols, or the wrong order. Finally, a tablet I can read, which doesn't automatically mean that I understand it all. The Cage of Asmodeus, to keep valuable or forbidden artifacts, surrounded by cumulative destroyer magic. Be very aware. Destroyer magic is conferred to every object or subject that comes into contact with the cage, whether directly or indirectly. Whatever falls into the cage cannot escape forevermore. Invisible threads of power hold the desideratum in the middle of the cage. For the sake of old times. I can repeat that till I drop now. For the sake of old times. For the sake of... For the sake of old... For the sake... I can repeat that... Not even fairy magic can break the power of the cage. For the sake of... I can repeat that. For the sake of... What if I just let them drop in? The shards hover in there like the wooden ring. If I reach into the jug from above now... Oh, damn it! No, not this way. Oh! That doesn't help very... Doesn't work. Not this way.
Ah! Oh, damn it!
A funnel hat. So much for your invincible cage. Look, Giacomo, the seer's ring.
By all the stars. In the meantime, I've read through more of the magician's analysis.
Do you know what exactly the thing does now?
Zinda have mercy on me. It really seems to swap the souls of two living beings. It's important to have a focus. The artifact has to be equipped with a part of the target's body.
The raven's feather, from my dream.
That's right. The target must be near the artifact too.
How does it engage the magic?
If you speak the word, the magic of the ring is engaged immediately. Alas, this says its magic is spent for the most part already.
What does that mean?
It can only be used once more.
What exactly can be used as a focus?
You'll need an actual part of the target's body. Hair, fingernails, blood. That associates the ring with the target person. The body part has to be conjoined with the artifact. Touch it, as it were.
I'll be back soon.
Zinda have... It's important...
We have to...
What exact...
The seer is still captured in the raven's body. And what did Gwynling used to say?
Wait!
Why? If the seer is so dead...
Or we'll let...
Do you think you're telling me something? But we are not... Would it be possible to change the ring's magic word?
You mean the trigger? Why do you ask?
We could render the ring useless to the seer and use it as bait instead.
Interesting thought. The analysis of the magicians say that this is possible. The original word has to be recited backwards, followed immediately by the new word to be implemented.
Have the magicians had any luck with this?
I'm afraid not. They never found out the seer's word.
In my dream, the seer mumbled one word when he changed souls.
Try to remember it.
It was... Corvus.
Formidable. Now we can prepare the ring with our own magic word.
How about... Nuri?
It shouldn't be too personal a word, or else the seer will guess it.
Nairutvina.
It shouldn't be too complicated so that we ourselves won't forget it.
I can remember it. And you are a fairy scholar, aren't you?
It always runs a risk to engage in foreign tongues. Believe me.
Satinav.
That is a very good choice. Satinav it shall be.
I'm ready to go to the Raven's Peak to free Nuri. I'll bait the Raven with the artifact he so desperately wants. Then I'll kill him, or flee with Nuri.
I don't know, Geron. Certainly it is useless to him without the new magic word, but how do you want to set the trap for him?
He is a raven. I am a bird catcher. I'll come up with something.
I'd like to have your self-confidence. So, this is goodbye then. May the stars of the worlds and all the fairies' luck be with you.
Farewell.
Farewell, and keep away from the harp's strings. Touching them destroys the human spirit.
Thanks for your help, Giacomo.
They say time heals all wounds, even its own. But Geron's time had almost entirely run out. Fate, destiny, doom. He didn't bother with such thoughts anymore. The end of his journey lay before him.
I'd better lay low. Why isn't this battle mentioned in any legends? I'll lure them onto the lake, then I'll smash the ice to pieces, somehow. They consider the raven their god, then start to pray that he has a paradise in store for you. It can't have been dead for long. Let's see. The mechanism still works, but it's all frozen, and the bolted lever that locks into the cogwheel has been removed. Before I've scraped off all the ice with this, I'll be as frozen as this horse. Very good. The ice is coming off. Now it should be working. Doesn't work. Without a bolted lever locked into the cogwheel, I can crank all I want. No time. I'd better lay low. This is for you, Raven. It must have been a... That's all my powers can... Today I'll be your curse. On my small catapult, the mechanism is locked with a lever like this. On my without a bolt... Of course not. The lever goes with this cogwheel. Unfortunately, the sling... This is a knife. The foreleg is branded with the oak of Andergast. Sephiron will understand. This piece of skin should suffice. These will have to do for one single shot. Now it should be working. I always wanted to do that. I don't even want to know what... This horrible humming. My mind can't take it for long, but I have to push on. They guard the entrance of the cave. Those beasts guard the way. Oh, why can't I just hurl a burning lance towards them? Oh, why can't... Nonsense. Yuri, I'm coming. Not a very bright idea. I mustn't get near them, or else I'll be lying beside this skeleton soon. That doesn't help very... Though... I mustn't, or else I'll be... That doesn't help. Very well, but what will I sacrifice to the beasts? I'm reluctant to cut off my own hand. No one is ever going to sacrifice to you ever again, seer. No one is ever... No one is ever... I don't need any more. Nuri! Why must everything always be... Let go. Doesn't work. It isn't gonna work. Too dull and frail to be used as a weapon. I'd rather not. What for? Not a... Got it. This is for you, meat fly. Nuri. Nuri! Nuri!
Who are you?
Can't you see me? It's me, Geron.
Garen? The harpers called you here, like the birdman said.
Yes.
I wanted to paint a green sky for you, but the sounds of the harp make every colour black.
I'll take you away from here. Somehow.
Don't bother, bird catcher. There is no salvation. Nuri and the harp are one.
Seer.
Yes. It's a shame that I am who I am, that I see what I see, and that I have to do what has to be done.
You're asking for sympathy?
I am not heartless, Nighthare. I'm just taking what was meant to be mine.
And what, pray tell, is that?
I was once promised eternal life, but all I got was the prospect of a painful death. But this cannot be my fate. The gods have one more task for me to fulfill. There is a reason why I was blessed with the gift of second sight. That's why I mustn't die.
But die is what you will do. I'll pluck you and then stuff you.
Think about your next step wisely, bird catcher. It doesn't have to end here. Don't you understand? Nuri is just the fabric your dreams are made of. The magic bird that vanishes as soon as you reach for it. Down there, real life is waiting for you. The herb girl will give you many children. Children that no fairy would have ever born for you. What do you say? Don't you want to give me anything in exchange for that? Didn't you bring what belongs to me? Give me the artifact, and I'll let you go.
What did you do to Nuri? Let her go. Torture me if you need a sacrifice.
You cannot save her anymore. The harp has consumed her. Every attempt to free her would mean her death.
What do you want with the ring? Will your spirit occupy my body?
Indeed. Wouldn't that be sweet irony? But why would I want to be a bird catcher when I could be king?
That's what this is all about. You want to minion over Andergast.
Andergast? No. I will reign over a realm of dreams. 1,000 shards of dreams reveal the future to me. And then I'll forge it after my own will. And finally, I will be immortal. Well?
No, there must be another way.
Useless thoughts, Nighthare. I've long since seen your decision. You will extend your hand and give the ring to me. It can't be changed. The artifact? Give it to me! Don't bother. Nothing within your powers can destroy the instrument.
The music turns the crows into nightmarish creatures. All this just to have a glance to avoid your own death. There must be thousands. How can I cut her off? It would be her death.
Bonehead. Not even death would mean salvation for your fairy.
An exchange of souls. If her body is lost, I'll save her mind instead. Now, how was that again? I need a focus. Her blood. A strand of hair? But those are both things the Raven would immediately notice on the ring. Don't give up, Nuri. You'll be free soon. Then you'll fly, free like a bird, soaring up to the skies. Somehow I'll get the harp to let you go.
But I am the harp, and if I stop playing, everything will break apart.
I'm sorry I lied to you. I wanted to save you.
Don't worry. Imps lie quite often too. And I like imps.
Oh, how heartwarming.
I have to go now.
No. Please stay.
The Birdman wants you to be alone.
No. No.
So that I don't distract you.
No. I don't want to be alone. I have played for so long. I wanted you to come here. The Birdman promised me.
The focus. I'll use Nuri's tears as focus for the artifact. The same way the seer used the feather to project himself into a raven's body. Very well. Here, take your crown. Wear it for as long as you live. And now, you never meant to let me go, right?
Be mad at the gods, Nighthare, not me. Every lot they foist upon us seems so unfair, doesn't it? But what do your woes or those of a fairy mean compared to all the lives I could save?
Lonely bird. Boron will take even the lives you temporarily save eventually, and being immortal will make you bitter. Time will flow thick like glue, and for one tiny moment you will let down your guard. That's when the Keeper of Time will punish you.
The Keeper of Time?
The 13-horned, the chained giant.
Do you still not understand, Birdcatcher? The 13-horned has no dominion over me. There is no Keeper of Time. There is no Satinav.
Was free. And Gearon returned to Andergast with her. No one there even knew of his great deed. But he didn't mind. The crows had vanished, and so had the dark dreams. And soon, the land fell into a blissful sleep again.